When Michael McClure first asked me if I'd do a video to answer the question, what are your thoughts regarding the ROI of social media in real estate? My first reaction was, I have absolutely no desire whatsoever to do a video answering the question, what's your thoughts on the ROI of social media in real estate? And the main reason for feeling that way is that I can't believe we're still having this conversation. I can't believe that here we are years after we first started talking about it, back when very few people were involved and not nearly as many consumers were engaging in social media at the levels that they're engaging in social media. Back then it seemed like it was at least an interesting conversation to be having. Today it just seems like a waste of time. I'm sitting in my house working, engaging with people all over the country. I have 6 kids and a wife and a mortgage in Southern California, and almost 100% of the revenue that is generated by the businesses that I oversee have been generated as a result of social media and various forms of word-of-mouth marketing. We don't advertise, we don't do traditional marketing, we don't do any of that stuff. And so I know for a fact that it works. So that begs the question, why do we keep asking this question over and over and over again? And for me it seems as if there's a fundamental misunderstanding about the kinds of conversations and the behaviors that are taking place inside of the social media sphere. And I think the problem really lies at the core of what somebody's doing when they're inside of these social media spaces, especially when we're talking about real estate, because all of my successes and everything that I talk about relative to our own use of social media has to do with business-to-business engagement. I think it's really, really simple to engage on a business-to-business level in a social media sphere. I think it's a lot more complicated when you begin talking about a B2C sphere, business to consumer. And in the real estate space, for the realtor, for the average realtor, for the man or woman who is an individual who's selling real estate in a small town somewhere in the United States, how they come to this space, for me, ends up being the key differentiator between whether or not they get a return on their investment of time and energy or whether they don't. And so those who come at it asking this question, what's going to be my ROI, start out at a disadvantage. They start out at a fundamental disadvantage from those who come at the space with a, how can I provide value to someone else? See, the what is going to be my ROI question immediately sends you down the road of what's in it for me. And the people that I've seen who've been most successful in turning conversations inside of the real estate space into transactions are those who have approached this space with the fundamental philosophy of, what can I do for you? How can I help you? And that's really why this conversation keeps taking place. Because there are so many who want to know what's in it for me, what's the ROI, if I spend time, how many transactions am I going to get out of it, if I do this, will it lead to a lead? And I think they're missing the mark. The ultimate opportunity is to engage and to create conversations. The ultimate opportunity is to take a relationship from awareness to interaction to engagement to participation to conversation and ultimately to community, where you've got people around you who are willing to refer business to you because they trust you and they know you. See, for me, that's the real return on the investment for social media. It's trust. It's trust, more people being able to connect with you at a core level, being able to understand who you are, being able to attract people who share your values to you and to your business in greater numbers than have ever been possible before, and with greater ease. And if you're unable to turn trust into dollars, then you probably shouldn't be in business. And you're probably always going to ask, what's the ROI of social media and real estate?